Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurokan here coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise, and today I want to talk about a topic that has become very interesting to me over the last couple of days, and I feel like I'm extremely late to this topic. I don't know if people have discussed this particular topic or not, but basically something happened in a live stream recently that completely shifted my perspective on one of the core features of Monster Hunter Rise, and I'm a little bit conflicted as to how exactly I feel about it. And let me try to explain to you guys what this is. I'm talking specifically about the Spiribirds. So all throughout our adventure in Monster Hunter Rise, the way that I went about Spiribirds has been basically whenever I run into them in a hunt, or if I run into one of those bush where they kind of hide, yeah, sure, I'll get them, but I traditionally don't really go out of my way in a hunt to get the Spiribirds. And people had been telling me whenever I was taking on these more challenging monsters like the Super Apex quest and stuff like that, people in my stream would tell me, Rurokan, why don't you go get the Spiribirds? It'll be easier. And I was just like thinking to myself, well, I don't necessarily want it easier. You know, I want the challenge. I want to go the way that it is, and let's go get it. And eventually I would defeat the monsters and whatnot. And in the more recent stream, someone said the words, I don't know exactly who it was. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank on your name, but like someone said the words, well, the Spiribirds are just the preparation of Monster Hunter Rise. And I was like, wait, has it been in front of me this whole time? Because you guys know that one of my biggest complaints of Monster Hunter Rise is the preparation aspect. Hell, even of Monster Hunter World, one of the big complaints that I had was the restocks, because restocks very much reduce the amount of preparation that you have to do, because you know you go into the hunt, and then at any point during the hunt you can go back and you can restock. If you make a mistake, you can go back and you can restock. If you get hit too often, you can go back and you can restock. You essentially have infinite healing potions. The one thing that you don't have infinite is time, but you have infinite healing potions, and basically you can equip yourself with a Farcaster, which means you have unlimited access to unlimited resources. Well, I say unlimited, it is whatever you happen to have in your inventory box, which should be very close to unlimited if you do the proper stuff outside the hunts, right? And that's always something that never really sat right with me, because I'm a big fan of the preparation and more like simulation aspects of Monster Hunter. And I say simulation aspects very loosely here, because it's not like, oh, this is a simulation, this is full-on survival. No, it's some simplistic stuff like, oh, you have to sharpen your weapons, you have to eat your meat, whatever. In previous games, you had to take cold or hot drinks, which that has been removed in Monster Hunter Rise, and I hope it eventually makes a return, because it's an additional immersion layer to the game. At least in my opinion. I know that some people disagree with that, and that's okay. We're not going to be seeing eye to eye. Like, trust me, I've had this conversation with plenty of people. It's just like, look, this is somewhere where, you know, I'm just not going to agree, and it's okay that some people feel a way and some people feel another one. But one of the things that I did not consider was definitely that the Spiribirds can be seen as the preparation aspect of Monster Hunter Rise. So instead of you preparing before you jump into a hunt, which is always what I associated with preparation when it came to Monster Hunter games, it's always about like, okay, I want to bring in traps, I want to bring in, you know, potions, I want to bring in meat, I want to bring in whetstones back when whetstones were limited, I want to bring in like all of these things. I want to make sure that my equipment has the needed skills that I need to handle this particular monster. I want to make sure that I have these items because I need them. Like, for instance, one aspect that I would consider of preparation, if in the old games you're fighting something like, say, a Diablos, or even in the new games, like if you're fighting a Diablos, one of the aspects of preparation would be to bring sonic bombs. Another aspect of preparation would be, for instance, for Monster Hunter World, in the original Monster Hunter World, is like if you're going to be fighting a Kushala Daora, you want to make sure that you bring flash bombs, right? It's like those are the things that I associate with preparation. And the Spiribirds, for some reason, it never clicked in my brain. This is the preparation, because you go in there and you can get additional damage, you can get additional defense, you can get additional health, additional stamina, and I feel like I haven't really formulated an opinion as to how I feel about that, because I never really considered that aspect of it, seeing them as an aspect of preparation. Because if you think about it, it's almost like the preparation in Monster Hunter Rise consists of you knowing the maps. if you really want to optimize yourself and do the preparation aspect of Monster Hunter, which you don't need to for, say, like 90% of quests in Monster Hunter Rise. Hell, you don't need for any percent of quests in Monster Hunter Rise, depending on your level of skill. But, like, particularly, you know, probably by the time this video comes out, I will have put out my guide/tips on how you can handle some of the harder monsters, talking about, like, oh, you should get Spiribirds, and you should get, like, maybe a different petal ace that increases your defense, and all of these things, right? And that will make it easier for you to deal with these monsters because you're not going to be getting one shot left and right. So this video will, technically speaking, be coming out after that one. And so it's like, I don't really have, like, a strong opinion formed as to how I feel about that being a preparation aspect, because I know that for a lot of people, because I see a lot of comments of people saying, I don't want Spiribirds ever to return in a Monster Hunter game, which leads me to believe that people don't like Spiribirds because they don't like the aspect of having to collect the Spiribirds if they want to have full use of their maximum health and maximum stamina. Whereas me, I've always just looked at it kind of like, no, the health and stamina that I go into a hunt with, that is the base. And then you can get more. But again, it just never clicked to me as a preparation aspect of something, actually knowing the map, actually maybe doing routes to get specific Spiribirds to max out your attack, max out your defense, max out your health, max out your stamina. So I'm coming at this from a very neutral perspective, and I want to get your opinion. Like, is this something that pretty much has clicked with everyone's brain except for mine because I'm dumb? Like, I'm just curious as to where the community is on this particular topic. Like, do you guys like Spiribirds? Like, have you considered Spiribirds as a part of the preparation? Almost like collecting Spiribirds would be the equivalent of bringing flash bombs or a trap into a hunt. Have you guys considered that? Is that something that, you know, do you usually collect all of your Spiribirds when you go on like a tougher quest, or when you just feel like doing it because this quest is giving you trouble and you're just like, I'm just gonna go collect Spiribirds and beat this quest no problem? Like, are you using the Demon Petal Ace, which is pretty much my default Petal Ace through the fact that there wasn't that much challenge in Monster Hunter Rise to begin with, so the game's basically trained me to just equip the Demon Petal Ace because it gives you the most attack, and just forget. Like, I basically haven't changed Petal Aces, I don't even know since when. I think pretty much since I got the Demon Petal Ace, I've had the Demon Petal Ace. I haven't swapped. Even when we got the new ones, I was like, well, these ones don't give as much attack, so I'll just keep Demon Petal Ace for now. So it's kind of, it's such a weird thing for me that I just felt like I had to make this video because I need to know where people lie in this particular aspect of Rise, as it being like a preparation thing. And I'm very curious to hear from you guys, like, where do you lie on this? Because, again, I'm not saying that I agree that this is a good preparation thing or that I agree that this is a bad preparation thing. Like, I haven't really formed an opinion because I only started thinking about this, like, this week. Well, not exactly this week, but basically since the last stream that I had here on the channel, where I went against Apex, Rathalos Emergency, and Blazing Soul of a Warrior. Because for those of you that didn't watch that stream, from the moment that I swapped from Demon Petal Ace to the Absolute Petal Ace and actually collected Spiribirds, those quests basically became trivial, which almost led me to question, are they maybe too powerful? Are Spiribirds maybe just way too powerful? Is that what's going on? Like, I'm very, I wouldn't say conflicted, but I'm still, you know, I'm still working my way through it, and I'm just curious to see where the community is with this particular topic. The footage that I'm using in the background here is Apex Wrath in Emergency, because that I feel like is one of the quests that I struggled with the most because of the poison aspect of Rathian, and because I wasn't using Spiribirds the first time that I did it. There's even like a stream where I just say I cart a lot, and in that stream I lost count of how many times I failed that quest with Super Apex Rathian because I was just not getting the Spiribirds. It's weird. It's really weird. Like, this thing's been in the game since release, and I've basically been not necessarily ignoring it, but not really giving it its due value, I would say. I'm curious, are there more of you guys out there that thought like me? Like, just let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to see what you guys say about this. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you did not enjoy the video, hit the dislike button. Not that it's going to matter because YouTube made that not show up, which freaking sucks. But it is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong. Stay safe. Peace out.